Girls Anthology. In the name of the feminist and lesbian god, I won't leave your pleasure alone. As usual, I was lying on the bed and looking at my phone. Wedding Peach appeared in recommendations on Netflix. It's an animation I used to really like, but watching it again now gave me a strange feeling. Why does everyone make it seem like you have to get married to be happy? Villains are bad guys who interfere with marriages, and in both Sailor Moon and Wedding Peach, the happy endings involved marrying the person you love in the end. Having grown up watching that in the 90s, I naturally thought marriage was the right answer. But as I grew up, I realized that there were many people who never got married and were happier living as single people, and the nagging from the older generation only became more annoying. But I don't want to get married at all. At that moment, something white stirred in a corner of the room. Nyan. A white cat jumped up onto the bed, and he spoke clearly. You had a great idea just now. The god of feminism and lesbianism has chosen you. From now on, you will become a magical girl who provides orgasmic salvation to women who suffer every night. I looked at the cat blankly for a moment and then said something. Hey, are you crazy? I must be crazy. The cat is talking. As I muttered, the cat stamped its feet and spoke as if it was frustrated. I'm not crazy. It's true. I sighed and scratched my head. So, what, whether cats can talk or gods, somehow I can get superpowers. That's right. And with that power, you can go to women and make them have orgasms. The cat paused for a moment, looked at me, and said, I'm embarrassed because I understood it so much faster than I expected. I thought for a moment and then laughed. Well, I like women too, so I have nothing to lose. The cat seemed momentarily embarrassed and stiffly raised its tail. I didn't expect it to come out so positively. I shrugged. I like touching women anyway. If the other person likes it and I like it, it's not a chicken instead of a pheasant, it's a complete pheasant. Let's do it. The cat sighed and muttered. This century seems to be filled with only the truly crazy things. The cat covered its face with its paws and sighed. Phew, okay. Then, I'll let you transform first. In an instant, the room was filled with white light. At the same time, my body started to feel strangely hot. My body came to mind on its own. An exhilarating sensation spread throughout my body, as if electricity was flowing through it. After a while, the light disappeared, and I stood in front of the mirror. Crazy. I had become a completely different person. The originally ordinary face disappeared, and a woman so beautiful that anyone could not take their eyes off her stood in the mirror. The cat spoke admiringly behind me. What do you think? Do you like it? I looked myself up and down in the mirror and grinned. This is a real fowl. The cat looked my new appearance up and down and said, It looks like you are satisfied with the transformation. Now, I will teach you how to use your power in earnest. The cat raised its front paw and spoke in a serious voice. The power you have is very simple. You go to a woman who is struggling, and when she reaches climax, your power becomes stronger. As the number of climaxes accumulates, you can use stronger magic. I crossed my arms and looked down at the cat. In the end, if I make women orgasm, I will become stronger, right? That's accurate. There's no reason to be embarrassed. Doing what I like and getting stronger? That's a huge benefit.
고양이가 날 빤히 쳐다보며 조용히 말했다.
Are you really a lesbian? Usually I'm a little more embarrassed. As expected, I knew there would be a kid like you. Then take out the toys you have. I opened the drawer and took out a few of my favorite things. 2 vibrators and a pretty-looking inhaler. The cat said, tapping them with his paw. From now on, I will enchant these items. It will be able to give you much more powerful pleasure than usual. The cat waved its paw. At that moment, a soft pink glow began to appear from the 3 tools. It's done. Now this isn't just a toy, it's a wand of pleasure. I picked up an inhaler that looked like a lipstick. But this really looks like lipstick. How should I use this? The cat said with a serious expression. You can just use it the way you normally use it. However, when you reach the climax, in the name of love and justice, I will release your orgasm. You have to shout it for the magic to work properly. I was dumbfounded for a moment after hearing that, but eventually I couldn't hold back and started laughing out loud. Haha. Hey, this really tastes like shit, haha. The cat got angry and waved its front paws. Don't laugh. That's a very serious activating line for women's happiness. You have to apply it properly for it to be effective. I nodded, barely holding back my laughter. Okay. I'll be serious. The cat turned and said, Then today's first target has already been decided. There is a woman who is sighing alone in her room at this hour. Go find that child and make her happy.
나는 새롭게 빛나는 쾌락의 마법봉들을 내려다보며 피식 웃었다.
Okay, then, let's take a look.
고양이가 앞발을 살짝 휘두르자 내 앞에 반투명한 지도가 떠올랐다.
A red was twinkling.
저기다냥. 지금 한 여대생이 혼자 자취방에서 스트레스 때문에 울고 있다냥. 이름은 서연. 나는 고개를 끄덕이고는 창문을 열었다. 변신한 상태로 밤 공기를 타고 날아가는 기분이.
It was more exciting than I thought.
몇 분 뒤, 한 원룸 건물 발코니에 조용히 내려앉았다. 커튼 사이로 보이는 방 안, 한 여자가 책상에 엎드려서 조용히 흐느끼고 있었다.
With hair scattered.
나는 심호흡을 한번 하고는 손에 들고 있던 립스틱 모양 마법봉을 살짝 쥐었다. 들어간다. 나는 조용히 유리문을 열고 방 안으로 들어갔다. 발소리를 최대한 죽였지만 서연이 고개를 번쩍 들었다. 누구세요? 이후의 상세한 이야기와 성인 인증 본문은 더보기란의 링크를 통해 포스타입에서 확인하실 수 있습니다.